As we learn more about the deadly synagogue shooting in California, new numbers tonight reveal just how bad anti-Semitism is getting right here in Colorado.
According to a recent audit from the Anti-Defamation League, in 2017, there was a 34% increase in anti-Semitic incidents compared to 2016. That's for the Rocky Mountain region, which includes Colorado, New Mexico, and Wyoming.
We're still waiting to get our hands on the 2018 numbers, which will be released in the next week. But right now, the Colorado Jewish community is ready to stand up against hate.
Denver 7's Thomas Hoppo is looking into the new security concerns in the wake of these recent attacks.
After the synagogue shooting in California, the Jewish community is doing what they can't hear to show support. Now, I spoke with the ADL, who says they're constantly worried about security at temples like this one, but they say one thing needs to change, and that's the hate.
4 people were reported to have been shot at the synagogue in California. 1 person, unfortunately, lost their life.
It's something that's unfortunately too common.
Any day is horrific. This happened to have taken place when members of the Jewish community are celebrating the last day of Passover.
After a gunman opened fire at a California synagogue in Poway on Saturday morning.
Many members of the Jewish community turn off all their social media, they turn off their phones, so they didn't hear about it until sunset that day as well.
Rabbi Black is with Temple Emmanuel here in Denver, and he had his place of worship show support.
I immediately wrote an email to the congregation expressing grief and sorrow and anger that this is still something that we have to deal with in the 21st century.
Scott Levin is with the Anti-Defamation League in Denver and says for things to change, hate needs to be gone.
Clearly, extremists and haters of all kinds have felt empowered to speak out. Unfortunately, synagogues, as with other houses of worship, have become targets of their wrath.
After the synagogue shooting in Pittsburgh in October, the New Zealand mosque shooting, the Sri Lanka church bombings, and now what happened in California, security is always on the mind of these places.
Security should be an issue 24/7 at all houses of worship.
And Temple Emmanuel always has amped up their security the past several years, but says these incidents always spark more talks.
Temple Emmanuel has a very active security profile, and we are constantly evaluating and reevaluating everything that we're doing, but we're always looking to see new ways to improve whatever it is that we're doing.
In Denver, Thomas Hoppo, Denver 7.